Hey everybody, welcome back. Today, I'm going to be installing some rider comfort improvements for this 2019 Kawasaki Vulcan S. Let's get to it. Alright everybody, let's jump into this. So here are two things that I purchased for this Kawasaki Vulcan S. And these are focused around rider comfort. And as I mentioned in my previous video, my wife, this is her bike. Her being under 5'7", and this bike mainly being set up for rider heights between 5'7" and 6'1". Obviously, I want to make this ride a little more comfortable for her. So what I bought was this tie rod shift linkage. This is actually the shorter version of this tie rod shift linkage. I'm going to be replacing this one with this one here. It's a pretty simple install. Another thing I will be replacing is the handlebars. These are the standard handlebars. These are, I believe, 33 inches in width. These are 31.5. So they actually bring the handlebars in a little closer for the rider. So hopefully that will improve the ride quality as well. So let's start with this tie rod shift linkage replacement, and then after that we'll jump into the handlebars. Alright, for this here you want a 10mm wrench, and you want to break these two 10mm nuts free on either side of the tie rod. The one facing the front of the bike is going to be right-handed thread, and the one facing the rear of the bike is going to be left-handed threads. So keep that in mind. Alright, okay, here's a quick comparison of the two. As you can see, the new one is significantly shorter than the original one, so you do want to swap out those 10mm nuts on either end as well. Next, we're going to remove that shift linkage arm, remove that completely, another 10mm bolt, remove that, and we're going to move that in the correct spot. You'll notice that it does have a little notch where the shift arm is, as well as the on the bike itself there's a little notch, and you want to make sure those line up. Alright, we want to tighten this bolt up right here. The torque specs on it is around 8.8 foot-pounds of torque. Now let's just put everything back together. Okay everybody, on to the next step, replacing these handlebars. Let's get to it. Okay, this first step is optional. If your bike has a windshield, then you want to remove that first. If not, then you can skip this step. Next, let's remove the back cover plate for the speedometer to get to the bolts, as well as disconnect the speedometer. Next, let's remove the mirror on the left side, as well as snip the zip ties which are holding the wires. Next, we're going to break loose this bolt on the bar end weight, remove that, and then we're going to be using a new bolt. It comes with the new handlebars. We don't need to worry about removing the handlebar grip itself because the new handlebar is going to come with one already attached. Okay, next we're going to remove the turn signal and information panel control switch. Moving to the right side of the bike, we're now going to remove the mirror on the right side, which will also end up dropping the front brake reservoir. So we want to make sure that we have that held in place. Next, we're going to remove the back screws on the throttle handle mechanism and break that apart. And also we want to break loose and remove the bar end weight on the right side as well. That in turn will allow us to then remove the throttle grip. Once the throttle grip is removed, then we can also detach the throttle mechanism as well, which will then drop the two throttle cables. Okay, next we're going to remove these four 8mm bolts to break the bracket loose, to now remove the handlebars, and we're ready for replacement. Alright everybody, let's go ahead and put this bike back together. I went ahead and got the handlebars, the new handlebars put on, and went ahead and got those set up. So now I'm going to go ahead and reassemble everything. First thing we're going to do is reattach our brake reservoir as well as our right side mirror, get those bolted back up, and then we'll move on to the throttle assembly. Hey everyone, a quick note on the throttle assembly. I didn't include that in this video, but I am going to link below in the description of this video what site I had referenced to put this throttle assembly back together. There's two throttle cables coming in. You want to make sure you reassemble that in the correct order. I apologize, I didn't record that in this video, but hopefully that description link that I provide below will be helpful. Well, that took long enough, folks. I apologize. When I got to this throttle cable, you know, I got a little frustrated with that, especially when you go to reassemble it and you got these two different throttle cables that you have to kind of get put back together correctly. I messed with it for a little bit, and you know, I turned the camera off, and then just got, you know, it ended up running out of daylight. So came back to it the next day and finally got it put back together. I will put a link in this video of the place where I found about reassembling it, and also you know, hopefully that will help some folks. It helped me out. The rest of the stuff went back together just fine. Turn signal, this handlebar was already on this particular Kawasaki reduced reach handlebar, so you didn't have to swap this out, which made it nice. And then put the mirrors back on. The bars measure 31 inches across, I believe 31 and a half. The other standard bars measured 33 inches across, so these do kind of come in a little bit, and I adjusted them for my wife so that it would fit her her height properly. You know, her elbows bend a little bit more, so she's not extending them as much. One thing we don't like with these bars is the way these mirrors are set up. The mirrors kind of want to come in like that a little bit, and there's no way to adjust them. At least I can't find any way to adjust them. Maybe I'm not looking at this right, but there's a bolt section under here where you can loosen them up, but I don't know if you can break them loose or not. I'm not sure. I don't know. If anybody knows that these mirrors can be adjusted, let me know. Maybe I'm just totally missing this or whatever. But we're going to look at potentially getting some bar end mirrors on the ends and getting those later. But everything else went back together just fine. Speedometer hooked up, you know, windshield back on. Everything is properly fitted up. Everything's tightened down and everything too. Simple swap out. One thing about these two parts that I just did here in this video is that when you buy Kawasaki parts, and probably with any OEM replacements like this, is they give you a good set of instructions on how to do this type of stuff, and makes it real simple to do. You know, I'm probably gonna have another video coming out here in the future for another mod I'm going to do to this bike later on. I don't know if I'm going to post it or not. We'll see. Hopefully these mods I did will be a big improvement in the future of her riding this bike, making it a little more comfortable and everything, and build up a little more confidence. If you like this video, give me a like. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if you ever done a handlebar swap and ran into any challenges along the way. It was a fun little thing to do. I really enjoyed it. I hope you did too. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.